Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside. After a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Throwing right away is Daniels. On the left side, a catch by White. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing now is Daniels.
That's complete to White. And they worked it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by center. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, look at this Packers defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some dash yardage plays.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
45, white, claws red.
Throwing, Love. That's taken in by Golden. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jenkins on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Come on, set.
Try Jenkins. And he is going to have the Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Well, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now Daniels going to keep it. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
that's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
19.
Daniels looking to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
60 by Cowboy 80.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Here we go. Pat the 60. 60 Maverick.
Now Daniels. That is into the hands of Krosky-Merritt. Touchdown, Washington! Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard after the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But the guy has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Right. The 35-yard line.
Blue striker, set, ready. Blue 32.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Ready. 33, yellow. Ready?
Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got room to roll. And down to the 7-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up second and goal.
It's second down and goal.
Here we go. Block 40. Ready.
Here's Love. Right side to Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they got to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They push him back 8 yards at time on second down. Third down and 13.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here we go. Ready, ready. 60
now
red.
Whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Right. Set, ready, set.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go, set. Check, Fury. Check,
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for second and goal.
Hey, check Mega. Green Jack. Ready.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Got it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
45, white. Ultra, ultra. Hut, hut.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2 yards to go, second down.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Here's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Gay's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
Love now. And Watson has it right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Red, yellow, 10 black. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Out to the left here to Reed. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready up. Field, black. Come on, set. Red, 38. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact well turned there, and now 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air goes Daniels. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Well, the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To throw is Daniels. Fires quickly to White.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now
on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Okay,
now
ready?
2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ultra.
Throwing. Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. Complete once again to Watson. pass across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Set, hut. 45, white, yellow, zoom. Zoom, black. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check view.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2.
Come on, set. 50, green. Yellow, go. Slide through. Ready, ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hey, red.
In motion goes the tight end.
Check, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Go. Smash, smash. Hut.
Looking to throw. Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Juwan Bentley there to get him down. 2nd and 9.
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
They run it here with Oliver. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
60 red. 60 red. Going to be rail. Hut, hut.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Down. 60 Eagles.
They go play action. Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up. Off the play fake. Daniels winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Come on, set, cut.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go now. Black, 95.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down. And even with the 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this nearly all the way down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Red, 38.
will take a knee here.
Set. Ken Black. Set. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Were you trying to get crazy with this scene?